In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G, and I'm going to be helping you decide if you should still pick up that device in 2024. Hello, it's Shalom from ShallyTech, where we review tech products, talk about tech tips and tricks, and also talk about how to make money online. So if you're interested in any of these topics, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Today, we are going to be going back to 2019 to revisit the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. This device was a trailblazer back in its day, and we are going to explore how it stacks up in the tech world of 2024. So let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about the design. The Samsung Galaxy S10 5G has this classic Samsung look with its sleek glass back and aluminum frame. It looks so much like the Samsung Galaxy S10, but this is way bigger than the S10. It is actually the biggest of the S10 series. For more context, it is the same size as my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Well, I have pretty big hands, and this phone is, well, just the right size for my hand, but if you have smaller hands, you might run into some problem though. The design of the S10 5G has actually aged pretty well. I mean, compared with the newer lineups, this kind of feel like outdated, especially with the way the cameras are aligned. On the bright side though, the build quality is still solid. The 6.7-inch display was a beast for its time, and the screen quality still pops with vibrant colors and deep blacks. You are actually going to enjoy watching content on this device. I personally love it, and I believe you would love it also. When it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G, performance is where you would actually expect it to lag, right? Well, surprisingly, the Snapdragon 855 chipset combined with the 8 gigs of RAM keeps this phone running smoother than you would think. Of course, it's not on the same level with the latest flagships, but it is actually holding its own for everyday use. Opening apps, minimizing apps, and scrolling appear to be smooth thanks to the 90Hz display. Mind you, this is a device that was released in 2019. The iPhone 11 that was released in the same year had just 60Hz. Well, we all know that iPhones lack when it comes to refresh rates. Now, talking about the camera, the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G packed some serious hardware with its quad camera setup. We've actually seen some leaps in phone camera tech since then, but this phone can still snap a good photo with a little help from Samsung software magic. In good lighting conditions, the camera takes decent photos, but it struggles a bit in low light conditions. I am also not a big fan of the colors. I think they appear to be a little washed out and need some saturation and vibrance. The portrait mode is actually decent if you take your time while taking the photo, but if you rush, you might end up messing up the whole thing. Here is how videos from the camera of this device look like, and here is a quick mic test. So right now I'm recording with the front-facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. So let me know what you think about the camera quality. So right now I'm recording a video with the camera of the Samsung Galaxy S10. 5G was the big selling point, and it's pretty cool to see how this phone was part of the early adopters of 5G. Fast forward to now, and 5G is the standard. The S10 5G's connectivity is still up to speed. Now, battery life is actually another highlight. The 4500 mAh battery was actually huge for its time, but today the phone actually lags behind a bit. The battery just lasts for about 6 to 8 hours, and that's if you are not doing heavy tasks. But the moment you start playing games, the battery life just plummets down, and I think that's the downside for this device. But now, one cool thing to note is that the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G actually supports up to 25 watts charging and is capable of 15 watts reverse wireless charging. As you can see, it's conveniently charging my iPhone 13 Pro Max. So what do you think about the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G? Do you still think it is a viable option in 2024? Of course, I can still pick up this phone as a main device in 2024 just for the love of Samsung. But looking at the price tag, this actually cost about 280,000 naira. It bears a question: would you rather spend that for a 4-year-old device or buy a more recent device? The choice is yours. The S10 5G is perfect for someone who doesn't chase the latest specs but wants a reliable phone that covers all the essentials. And that wraps up our retro review of the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. What do you think? Is there still a place for this phone in today's market? Drop your opinions in the comment section and I will be there to reply to you. If you found this video helpful, feel free to save it for later, share it with a friend, and as usual, stick with me and let's keep ourselves in a techly manner. Till we meet again. Cheers.